Alright, good morning guys. We are actually filming from our new phone. I had to get a new phone this week and got the 13 Pro. I didn't get the Pro Max because I don't really have big hands. It's hard to hold, especially when you're filming like this with one hand or trying to text while you're using your other hand. This phone always was falling out of my hand, so got the Pro instead of the Pro Max. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. We are on this load still. Just hopped out to do a little check here, check the straps. These ride pretty good, being 3 boxes, having weight all across the trailer instead of something really heavy in the back or something really light heavy in the front, depending on the stops and everything. This is just one stop though, which makes it nice. We're gonna go around and check all our straps. What did we do this weekend? We actually adjusted the brakes on this trailer because the brake controller and the single cab, whoa, where are we going? I can't even do that. Single cab's got the stock wheels and tires on it, and it's gonna be a work truck now. It's got temporary letters on it and numbers on it. We're going to I might letter it up. I might put like permanent numbers on the windows, DOT number, but that thing's got a solid back glass with no sliding windows, so I might put a big Kendall decal across the back and just use it as a work truck. Keep it for myself because my plan is I'm gonna put somebody in the single cab as a company driver, and I think what I'm gonna do is pull the back glass out of the single cab and actually put a sleeper on it. Like Cowtown makes sleepers, like little coffin sleepers that are actually pretty nice. If you guys watch Gentry and Sons on YouTube, that Freightliner that he just was looking to purchase that the guy delivered his trailer with, that's the type of sleeper that you can put on the single cab and is DOT legal. But the only bad thing about that is you won't be able to pull a wedge because of the wheelbase on the single cab. So what I'll probably do is just keep that as like a 40-foot CDL setup with a 40-foot tandem dual trailer, and just put somebody out on the road and then let them work, 1 week on, 3-4 days off, something like that. Just a little incentive to come work for me. But anyways, I don't know if I have any other updates. I said adjust the brakes because of the brake controller in this truck is a little less sensitive than the factory one that comes in the 18 single cab. Single cab should be done, all the oil leaks fixed this week, hopefully. Don't have a total on what that's going to cost, but I'll keep you guys updated. So I'm gonna walk around, check these straps, and get back on the road. And I did put 2 new tires on this side of the trailer. These are their 17.5s. These are good rides, 215 75 17.5. They're 16 ply, and get them off of eBay actually. Then they run you about $160 a piece or so. Delivered. They were actually delivered next day too, so that definitely made it nice. Let's go. How much do you think it would cost to replace all the tires on that trailer? Jeez, oh Pete's. Anyways, hop out here. I wanted to show you, speaking of tires, so I put Mastercrafts on my truck. I've been running Mastercrafts on the dually, and I was pretty impressed with this tread pattern. It's got a thick outer rib because they tend to cup, and they do have a mileage warranty on them. And I asked the installers, the same shop I go to all the time, about like if they actually honor the mileage warranty, and they said they do, and they'll prorate them down to whatever. Being a single wheel truck and only having 4 tires, they're not going to really hound you too much, because how do they know it's a commercial vehicle? But so that's good. And I've always been a fan of Mastercrafts. I've always gotten pretty good life out of them. Like the tires on the dually, I got I want to say 60,000 out of the rears, and then I left them on the front. Oh, there goes all those Mercedes cabin chassis. I saw 5 Tribeca trucks this morning and outside of Breezewood, and they just passed me on the turnpike. Anyways, I got 60,000 out on the rear, and the front started to cup, so I left them on the front, but I ended up getting 80,000 miles out of them. So we're about 2 hours out, which puts us at 2:30 delivery, out of there by 3:15. 15-mile deadhead over to our reload, which is just, right now it's just 1 truck. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up something else, but it's an Acertus load. I do have a gate pass, so I didn't want to make any decisions until I got there and made sure that vehicle was actually there. So I'm going to hop in here, use the restroom, and get down the road. Welcome to Pontiac, Michigan. About ready to pull into our delivery here. As soon as we can find it. Should be up here on the right, but man, there's nothing worse than Michigan roads. Whew. As soon as you cross, I guess that's 75. As soon as you cross into Michigan, every time I come up this way, I talk about it every time I come up this way, it gives me a headache, like, and a stomach ache from that, just the vibration, the bouncing up and down. It about makes you freaking sick. Anyways, it's been a good day, so we're just gonna get this unloaded. We did have a flat tire, which I didn't record. No reason to record. That's on the side of the road, and I thought I felt something funny as I came to a stop, and a guy came up beside me and said your tire was flat. So I pulled over and blocked. I always carry pieces of wood that are easy stackable to back up on. Backed up on it, get that tire, the other tire off the ground, and swap it out real quick. I was on the side of the road, so I didn't get the camera out. I in and out quick because it's 3:02 right now, and they stopped taking deliveries at 3:30. So I didn't want to mess around, didn't have very much time. But our destination is right here on the right.
Then turn right.
I don't think I've ever been here before, so I'll have to figure out where they want to unload these. I realized that I was talking to the camera for the last 2 minutes and it wasn't even on. So just dropped those beds off. Took a little longer than expected. They didn't have any forklift operators, so the guy driving the forklift was a salesman, and he was a little timid, but better to be safe than sorry. So it's not like, I'd rather him take his time getting me unloaded than me stand out there and no one pay attention to me and it take the same amount of time. Like, he was trying. So we got 16 miles over to this Ford dealership. We pick up a Ford F-150, which gets us home. Because we need to get home tomorrow and get another load of beds that come right back up to this place in Michigan. So it's kind of a turn and burn, and that F-150 pays more than enough for fuel and a little bit extra money because the beds are paying good. But the price is going to have to go up some. I mean, I've seen spikes in fuel of 45 to 85 cents a gallon in my area. It's absolutely ridiculous. They used to have this, that was a quick light, sorry guys, and I'm unloaded. Had this little Jiffy Mart, and it was $2.99 a gallon as of probably, I hope I can catch up to this landscape, this dump trailer. The suspension's bottomed out, it has so much stuff in it. Anyways, it went from $2.99 to $3.15 to $3.45 in 2 days. So I'm getting paid enough for these beds, but everything, and they asked me for a quote before they approve it. So I can kind of, let's say I can set my price, but I can be reasonable. And you know, if I have to add a little extra, and they'll just have to relay that to the customer if that's why the price is going up some. So let's hop on the highway here, and we'll see you in about 20 minutes getting this truck. And just like that, our 2019 F-150 headed back to Pennsylvania. pull it over here to the truck. Looks like someone did a terrible buff job on it. Do our inspection. This is for Holland Shed, and they're pretty particular. I think they are the biggest wholesaler in the country. I think so. Could be wrong. Got her parked over here. Get her loaded up. Get her strapped down. And my ass needs a shower. Alright, look. All this cleared out. This guy's still parked here. Nobody in the truck. This pump's not working. And that guy's been waiting longer than me, so I was gonna let him go. Because my guy just hopped back in his truck. Trying to be courteous, but just blocking up the fuel islands. No big deal. Really doesn't drive me that nuts because most of the time people get in and out pretty quickly, but when you're in a hurry trying to get, because I'm racing the clock right now, I'm trying to get a little farther down the road. So this guy's gonna pull up and figure out that this pump's not working. But I'm just trying to get a little farther down the road to where I can stop and get a shower and get dinner and then be parked for the night. But my fuel light's on, so I couldn't make it that far. I only got about another hour to go down the road, so I'm fighting both drive and shift time to try to get down the road. But oh well, it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. Well, we got all cleaned up at the Loves that we got fuel at. Took so long to get fuel, I decided that there's plenty of parking. I'll just go park and get a shower. There's 4 showers out of 6 available, which is weird, but then I saw all the people and realized none of those people probably showered, so that made sense. But wanted a sit-down meal for dinner, so there's a Denny's right up the road here we stopped at, right outside of Toledo. I hit the Denny's and then probably call it a night here. Well, got our truck dropped off. Looks like we're hoofing it because this place has 2 different locations. They have an office and then they have a recon center. 2 separate addresses. Dropped off at both before, and usually they'll have the correct address on where it needs to go. Well, I figured since they gave me that address and the car was brand new, practically, that that's where it needed to be. Well, I unloaded it, pulled it in, and she said take it down the road. So instead of trying to load it back up, drive a half a mile down the road, drive it down here, we'll hoof it back. Oh, back like I never left. We're getting those 6 bodies right there that are stacked 2 on top of each other. All right, back like we never left. Second load, 6 of these Zeus dump bodies. Somewhere around 11,000 pounds for all 6 of them. I got all this cribbing in here, so they're stackable. And then all this extra mud flap kits and mounting hardware. Somewhere around 11,000 pounds, but fits good. It's like 10 foot, 11 and a half, and 9.5 foot boxes, different sizes, and they just ordered them for stock. So they're headed to Michigan. We're actually changing oil in the truck. Dog's barking at me. Gonna change oil in the truck here and just give it a good look over.